app on the Google Play Store is for Android phones. Sorry, that's not for iPhones. And it helps people because it makes very accurate predictions of the stock market, the S&P 500. It is truly amazing, and it's based on the valuations. So it's not so much influenced by the short-term volatility in the news cycle. It's based on valuation. And this example here, this web page, says that stock market large caps are going to give you about a 2.6% return for each year for the next 10 years. Now that means that you could calculate 10 years from now the stock market's going to be slightly above 3,000 on the S&P 500. That's exactly what you see right here, this magenta line. That is the forecast of the S&P 500, just above 3,000 for 10 years. And if it does dip below that, that's a good time to buy. And if it goes above that, definitely a time to sell. So this app is very useful. Now, the green line is when stocks are cheap. The red line are when stocks are expensive. That's also good to know. If you look at this above chart, that's basically this one here, this chart here, telling you that this is the current moment in time, projecting out into the future. But this one takes that data and plots it along since 1947 and compares it to reality, which is the dark blue line. And you can see that the projection and the reality are very close. There's a 91% correlation. So back in year 2000, when it was projecting negative returns, that's exactly what happened. And in the year 2009, it was projecting positive returns near 15% per year for 10 years. That's exactly what happened. This is the most accurate projection in the world. This is probably the reason why Warren Buffett has $122 billion in cash in his holding company. He's waiting for the stock market to dip because he can't find anything that's cheap and high value. If the stock market was down here, yeah, he'd be buying stuff. So there's lots of fundamentals you could look at. These things here, they can help you predict if there's going to be a recession. You can look at things for short-term indicators, things like industrial production. It's been going down since March, but stock market hasn't crashed yet. But valuation. Valuation tells you something very important. And that's why this app is very useful for investors.